Baloba loba. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of
Feel it real fun for we on the 27th of January 2023.
You know, I think we could upgrade that.
To what?
Feel it real fun with V and TT.
Oh, yeah, that's good with V and TT.
Yeah.
On the 27th of January 20. That's perfect.
All right.
And we're only in January, so it's not like the end of the year before we work it out.
Yeah, before we work, yeah. Before we make it up as we go along.
That's right.
All
And
right.
it's your manifesting questions answered live.
By the way, making it up as you go along. Here's one of the things. Most of the world orients by north, right? In other words, north is always compass north, where it always has been, where it always will be. Okay, Native Americans, they started out with the east. The east was at the top of the diagram. The east was at the top of the circle. The east, where the sun rises up every day. In other words, yeah, the eagle soars. You can make it up as you go the fuck along. Because if you don't realize that you can make it up as you go the fuck along, you're going to wake up going, I'm my history. Anyway, side note, you people in what do we call it? Remarkable. See, I see Victoria and Remarkable take up the same space in my brain, Colby.
In Remarkable, yes.
So, listen to this again. This is good. You people in Remarkable, look at that. You guys, your Usha, Mr. T
Usha
necklace. All right.
And Usha hat, yes.
So let's continue with our opening since I hijacked it with a little Remarkable subtle tie.
Go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
That's right. See, you start with inspiration. You start with Thinkadoo.
Thinkadoo.
Yeah, Thinkadoos of, that puts you into problem-solving mode. We want to start with something, wow. Like easy manifesting methods. Here and now.
Yes.
All right.
Get the location bit.
All right.
Right. Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com. Hello, Jan.
My dog really is eating my dog, Jan.
They are.
That's
They're
right.
eating each other.
Jan is not my dog, by the way. Just to be clear, that was a punctuational ambiguity. Right? Yeah. Punctuational ambiguities are fun things to do to people.
Hi, Jaybird.
Like Jan.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
My apologies to anybody that has English as a second language or not at all, because when I say weird shit like that, it's something that doesn't process well for people that don't speak English as a native language, is what I do.
Oh, yeah, Taya.
Yep, I'm in that kind of mood, people. To quote Nancy, I'm on fire is something that I am really good at. All right.
Okay.
Shall we continue?
We shall continue. So today's show...
Is that Lisa on the Rock? Who was that? It's Taya. Taya, thank you for the love. All right. So, we're going to start with the Neville Goddard quote today.
With the Neville Goddard quote.
All right.
Which is unusual for Your Manifesting Questions Answered live show.
Well, it might be the usual now. It's the new usual.
Right.
All right.
The new usual.
The new usual.
Okay.
All right.
So Neville said, now to come back to the beginning, everything is a state. You can be any man, any woman that you want to be when you understand the mystery of states. A state is simply an attitude of mind, a body of belief, a phase of experience.
By the way, don't think it's any of those. It's all those put together.
Yeah.
Because if you go,
everything.
It's a mood. I feel good. I believe that purple is green. And I just experienced myself spitting bullshit, right? All three of those together, not separately, right? It's like the difference between ingredients and bread. Let's go. Can you tell that I've hung out with the people I hung out with this week?
The Perry Belcher.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's call him out.
That's right.
So, now, don't be like the moon, which changes from a quarter to a half to 3/4 to full, or the earth, which repeats itself over and over again, season after season.
Got it? Don't be like what continuously, right? It's a new day. Meanwhile.
Have you ever noticed that at certain times of the year, the same set of circumstances happen to you?
Oh, dear Jesus.
Every year it's always very hot when it is time for your vacation, or you are always broke around Christmas, or that when you eat strawberries, you always break out in a rash. All of these are patterns created in the world of states in which we all live.
All right, so this is really important, guys, because here's the deal. By the way, I track the coolest shit, right? I'm a tracker, right? Anthony, welcome to the show. And here's one of the things that's cool. I notice when people post problems, like when somebody hasn't been in a group for a while and they post a problem, I go and I notice, hey, every 3 months they post a problem. So they have a meltdown every 90 days.
Every season.
Right? Every season. Seriously, change a season, time for a meltdown. Time for a moon, time for a meltdown. They're believing they're their history. Right? And on some level, I swear to God, what Neville says here is true. On every level. But let's start with our questions, Victoria.
Okay.
Because we got one from Andy via email today.
So just so you all know, that was from Neville Goddard's lecture, Infinite States.
Yeah, so you guys, if you go to freeneville.com, type in Infinite States in the search box, you'll find it there. It'll look nice. Richard, welcome to the show.
So the first question today is from Anthony in Dream Driven Day.
That's right. That's not Joe Weldon, but Joe Weldon is here.
Is it Anthony that's here?
Yeah, no, the first question is from Andy via email.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I nearly missed you, Andy. Okay, I'll start again.
That's right.
The first question today is from Andy via email. And Andy asks, I do this all time, yet nothing ever happens. As soon as I feel it real, my brain kicks in saying, you know, this never works. Why do you even try? How am I supposed to feel like I've won the lotto when I've never won the lotto?
All right, ready? Here's what's really cool, Andy. Ready? Your brain is full of bullshit. Write this down. Brain equals bullshit. Now, it doesn't mean your brain isn't important and it doesn't do cool shit for you. But your brain wants to lead, no matter how many questions that... Like I get people that will send me a question, I'll send them an answer. They'll say, hey, I got one more question. I'll say, I got one more answer. I got one more question. I got one more answer. 47 pages later, right? I swear to God. Yeah. So your brain is going to argue. Your brain wants more data. Your brain wants more answers. Your brain wants to be in control. Your brain can't be in control, right? As much as we love to worship it in this culture, but I've got an IQ of 132. I'm an official asshole, right? Yeah, I'm telling you. This is what's really cool. You had a win. You imagine getting a reply from me, and you got one. Right? I guarantee you did Manifesting Mastery course 3 years ago. Okay, do it again.
All right.
Right? Now, yeah, and here's the cool thing. That first week will show you why you get your upsets. The final bit that I want to nail here with you today is the whole thing on the lottery win. You're imagining something that will fix all the problems. Neville Goddard said your desires contain both the plan and power of their fulfillment. That's it, right? Your problems don't. Your problems come from your brain. Right, but what if this? What if it's, do I win the American? So if I win the European lotto and I'm an American, or if I'm American and I win the European lotto, do I win it in pounds or dollars? And do I want the annuity or this? You'll do that forever, trying to figure shit out. On the other hand, when you notice, this is my desire that I have right now, and then you surrender to that. When you do the Joseph Goddard, and I swear to God, this is the biggie. If you're in orbit around the big thing, Google our Joseph Goddard stuff, or go to instantmanifesting.com and look up the Joseph Goddard articles. It's at instantmanifesting.com. By the way, I manifested that domain name. Can you believe that was available? I didn't pay a premium price for that. I pay $10 a year. So, it's time for attitude. The other thing I could mention is the attitude of Abdullah, but you're not there yet.
What about Dream Driven Day?
No.
Not there yet.
Not there yet. You really get to play about you know what, I will use this, Crass Commercial Dream Driven Day. You've got to make this about your day, not about the win that will change your day.
Exactly.
Because
that's what Joko is all about as well. It's doing a Joseph Goddard every morning. It's just nailing those little things.
Exactly.
Instead of Andy focusing on this lotto win, and I've never had it before, but I want it, and yeah. So.
By the way, I got this email, and it was not from Jess Lynn, but somebody I get this email, and they get it, and they said, I get it. Joseph Goddard is for cheap people. And I said, what do you mean? Yeah, cheap, right? so I write back, what do you mean? Right? It's like, for people that are too cheap to do Dream Driven Day, Joseph Goddard gets the door open.
Oh, very nice.
Joseph Goddard's like the keyhole, right?
Yeah.
You want to open up the door, Dream Driven Day. Yeah. So there's, gosh darn it. We're making it a crass commercial for Dream Driven Day, which opens in 10 days. Almost exactly from this moment. All right.
Okay, so that was from Andy via email, who's also been in Manifesting Mastery course.com.
That's right.
Thank you very much for your question.
Thanks, 20, for your answer.
Later.
I mean, it's not like, I put my heart and soul into this. I've been up since 5 o'clock. Thank you,
And
20,
me.
for your answer. Well, true. Well, I think.
Probably 5:30 more.
Well, I'll thank you for playing your part, too.
Playing my part.
Yes, and being pretty.
Okay.
All right. We did a manifesting love call. The recording is up at Neville Goddard or NevilleGoddardStore.com. But anyway, you get the banter. The look of love.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something like
in
that.
Neville Goddard Store?
Yeah, they'll see it. It's the top one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sizzle, thank you for my answer. See? Sizzle loves me too. That's right.
I know.
Now, if I said Sizzle loves
lovely.
me, if I said Sizzle loves me, I wouldn't get that look from her. But I love you too. See, marital spats.
The next question's from Anthony in Dream Driven Day. And Anthony asks, how important is the state? If I feel the wish fulfilled, is that a state? I imagine shit all the time, but I don't really feel like I'm in a state per se.
Cool. My guess is you're reading what other people think are states, whether it's people in the group that are struggling or other LOA teachers, whatever. A state is how you experience what you experience. If you go back to the original quote, what's the original quote say? There's 3 things.
It says, a state is simply an attitude of mind.
Right? There's an attitude.
A body of belief.
A body of beliefs. Not just a belief. I believe the world is made of chicken. Right? It ain't.
And a phase of experience.
Now get this, you put those 3 together, right? My phraseology is, and by the way, y'all that want to share it, cool, right? Ready? A state is how you experience what you experience, right? I experience her from the state of happy, loving husband, right? Yeah, I experience puppies from the state of happy, loving teacher. Just wondering why the fuck they're doing what they're doing.
I know.
Anyway, right?
Yeah.
Now here's what's cool. You're always in a state, right? There's the formless and faceless aspect of you, which is always, always. But you can't help it. You're here on Earth. You're sliding into states all the time. But you're not struggling like people going, right, visualization's what matters with long movies with brainwave recordings, right? And I must make sure that every conversation in my head aligns itself with, by the way, right, happy, loving husband has some grumpy conversations, right, about all kind of things, not just her, right? Yeah, can you relate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Right? Anyway,
Got on my nose.
It is stinks, right?
Smells, yes.
So this is what's really fun to notice, right? You're in a state, and a crappy quote unquote thought shows up. That just happens. It's in the body of beliefs. When it comes to being married, there's a whole body of beliefs that you got from your parents, that you adopted when you were 7, that you updated whenever you kissed your first girlfriend and then she kissed somebody else. We're going to have a talking to about that. But that's the whole thing. That's the cool thing, right? So whenever you get a state is how you experience what you experience. Some people will experience this show going, he just wants our money. That's why he's nice to me, right? Other people will experience me from another state. He actually gives a shit. Will he take your money? Absolutely. Right? It's called business. But you can have business and not give a shit, or business and love your people. Right? And here's the cool thing. Whenever you get a state is how you experience what you experience. I experience business as a vehicle to give me free time so I can love more people. Yet that's a state.
More playtime, more playmates.
Oh, my super secret agenda. That's right. So, Anthony, this is a great question.
Very cool. Yes,
All right.
so thank you.
By the way, this is the Dream Driven Day problem. People that take Dream Driven Day and really play with it tend to do what you're doing. Suddenly it's like you're not doing all the struggle. But I don't understand why it's working out so nice most of the time. When it doesn't, you get to explore. But whenever we explore those lessons in Dream Driven Day, it's about peeling away all the extra shit you do to get in your way and make it a struggle. So Dream Driven Day is about 2 things. Number 1, peeling away what doesn't matter, doesn't work. Number 2, putting in a group of people that are highly focused and got skin in the game. Because I'm a member of like 30 different LOA groups again. I don't know how the fuck this happens. And I go in and now I have like 50,000, 150,000, 250,000 members. And it's like nobody has skin in the game. They're all fucking struggling and sharing dumb shit. Cat videos. Watch this cat video. Feel good. That'll manifest your dreams because feeling good manifest. It's like, fuck. Really? Anyway.
Anyway.
Crass commercial for Dream Driven Day. Snoke in like I'm so sneaky. Hashtag. Somebody get Dr. Brad in here so he can hashtag me. Hashtag me.
Right.
All right.
So what's the hashtag, sorry?
Hashtag me. Hashtag.
Hashtag
me.
hashtag me.
You don't have to put that one in.
All right.
All right.
The next question's from Jeff on Facebook. And Jeff asks, how can I manifest more money without feeling it real about the money itself? For example, I can't use the double the money half the time because any time I think of money, I only feel the lack of it as 3D dictates.
Exactly. So here's the thing. I like buying peanut butter. Peanut butter now in Australia is $10 a jar. Why? Because we're having the global peanut butter shortage due to the bullshit, right? Anyway, like I fucking care. But here's the fun thing. If you doubled your income worked half the time, how would you experience a specific event of your day differently? Right? I always talk about peanut butter and petrol because yesterday, you'll never guess what I bought.
Petrol.
She sent me to the store, right? On the way to the store, the orange light comes on. I don't drive 700 fucking miles to find a petrol station that lets me save 3 cents a liter. I think that's ridiculous. I'm nuts about time. So when it comes to money, I go, right, orange light on, there's a petrol station. What's it cost? Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right? Because I double my income and work half the time. Right? Why would I give a shit about if petrol is a nickel higher across the road? That's 5 cents for you people in Australia, right? Fucking nuts. And here's the thing. It's never about the money. It's about the experience. My experience is, I got 2 bottles of great whiskey this month. Actually 3, from the whiskey club. And the one looked really good, so I got 2. The other one looked good, so I got 1, right? And so it's like, oh my God, this is so cool. I didn't go, God, I'm going to have to ask her, do you think we have enough money? Do you think I'd see, if you doubled your income and worked half the time, how would you buy peanut butter different? How would you buy petrol different? How would you talk to that person in your life different? Those are the imaginal acts, because that's what you really want. So you'll notice money doesn't come to mind. What comes to mind is, do I want that or not? Where's the closest petrol station? I don't go, do I have enough money? Yeah, and that's the thing. If when you focus on lack of money, you focus on money. If I double my income, what was the exact question?
How can I manifest more money without feeling it real?
Half the time. You'll notice you left off the tail end. How would you buy peanut butter differently, petrol differently, if you doubled your income worked half the time? If you doubled your income worked half the time, how would you buy peanut butter, petrol differently? That's the key of that whole little formula I made up. So, Jeff, great question. Play there. That way it's not about the money, it's about specific events of your day.
Another Joseph Goddard.
Yep, dream-driven day for cheap people. Joseph Goddard to the max. By the way, if you've done Joseph Goddard to the max, or you're playing with Joseph Goddard and you really want to amp things up, that's just, we developed that by playing with people in Dream-Driven Day. It's like, this is what it comes down to. This is how we begin our day. The rest of the program does all course of other things. But, boom. Let us continue.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Jeff.
Why are you fucking the
for
pillow?
your question. That's all right. We don't need to say that. The next question's from Naomi in Manifesting Mastery.
I don't understand why he would screw with a pillow instead of his brother. You know what I mean? Like it's that
well, look, it's changing
now
states
gnawing his
now.
face off. Right? Why settle when you can soar? Anyway.
Okay. The next question.
Why is it some people don't like our show? Like, is it because we don't just talk about rainbow-colored unicorn farts that smell like vanilla, or
I don't know why.
I don't either.
You should ask them.
Oh no, we
Why
don't.
don't you like it?
No, they won't understand why they don't.
All right.
That's right.
It's the state they're in.
That's right. See, we're in a state of fun.
Yeah.
Right. Seriously.
Okay. The next question's from Naomi in Manifesting Mastery. And Naomi asks, I keep having some health issues lately and I keep having to go to doctors. I imagine myself fit and healthy with a congratulatory scene where I'm getting compliments for being so in shape. But I still get symptoms where I need to go to the doctor. And I end up not going because I've had enough of that, but with the issues on my mind constantly. I did the scene and put more buns in the oven, but still not much change. Any ideas how I can get rid of all that?
Cool. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of going or not going to doctors. You'll go when you go, you won't when you won't. If you're going to the doctor to get it off your mind, you're going to find you're going to have to go to the doctor a couple times a day, probably. And this is where things get interesting, because if you're imagining fit, healthy fun, how would someone look at you if you were, goddamn, whoa, woman, yeah, fit, healthy fun? You know what I mean? And this is the cool thing, because when let's say you're imagining getting compliments or glances or something like that, something that indicates you're doing damn good. Because there are some people at 30 look like they're 90. They've just fallen apart. There are some people at 90, and you go, damn.
Like
yeah, when they were 30, they must have been a fucking powerhouse. Because at 90, they still are. Right? And I'm talking real experiences here. I see both at the pool every week. Right? And so here's what I'd imagine, right? What would imply your wish is fulfilled? Now, if you feel like you got to go to a doctor, you go to a doctor. If you don't feel like going to a doctor, you don't. But you don't go to the doctor to settle your mind. The mind cannot be settled. The mind will always be chasing after what if the doctor's wrong? What if I need a specialist? What if, I go to a naturopath? What about an osteopath? What about a physiologist? It just goes on forever. The mind craves more and more. On the other hand, you get to explore, really nailing that state. What's that one little micro moment? I don't know what your scene is, but this is how fast mine are. Damn. Right? I still have some fat, but I've lost a lot of fat in the past 9 months. Right? My movement has gotten tremendously better, because 9 months ago I couldn't go to the fitness center. Couldn't go for like a year and a half because I didn't get the fucking jab. Right? And it's like, radio. But once they opened the doors for us again and I went back, I went back in one condition. I'm in a radically different condition now. And it's not just because I'm quote unquote exercising. There are people that exercise that get nowhere. It's because I've got this attitude. It was the attitude that got us back at the pool. It was the attitude that has the transformation happening. And so you just get to play. Imagine up the compliments. And I swear to God, I get compliments all the time. So that's fun. Let's keep going. We'll be back. By the way, notice again how each of the questions builds into the previous ones. Joe Weldon, love the love. Thanks, buddy. Boom. Missed you this week. Had a great week, but looking forward to, getting you next week.
Had a great week without you. But
had a great week without you, Joe, but I missed you. I'm going to put out a dating course. Wouldn't that be? Can you guys imagine me teaching a dating course? How to speak to women's. That's right. Yeah. I had a great day without you, but I'm glad to see you. See, she's probably heard this shit before.
Probably. Or I made it up. So that was from Naomi.
I had a lot of fun, but I'm glad you're home.
Thanks very much for your question.
Boom.
Okay, and the last question today is from Maimuna in Manifesting Mastery. The oh shit dance.
The oh shit dance.
Shit.
I absolutely love this.
Okay.
I really do.
Okay, so Maimuna asks, you have a state and you maintain it. Then something unexpected happens, an interruption or an incident. What is a message to not do the oh shit dance because you were surprised or unprepared and just skip it? Any ideas of how to skip the oh shit dance, even if it is brief?
All right, so we do this in 3 different ways in 3 different programs, and I'm going to toss this out. This is going to be a lot of fun for me. I love when I have fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if I'm not having fun, nobody else can. It's like, look at that guy. He's not having any fucking fun.
Yes.
So, ready? So this is what's really cool about it. So let's talk about your dwelling place. Neville Goddard says the state that you most commonly return to is your dwelling place, right? So I've got happy, loving husband, happy, loving teacher, happy, loving puppy, dad. Those are my happy, my loving states. I've got my enjoy states. I enjoy Apple products. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy BMW, right? So those are my enjoyable states. I think I cover all that in a package. Anybody know what package I cover that in? Fuck me. Anyway, I can't even drop a hint on a package. So, in Manifesting Mastery course, lesson 18, we talk about events or crises. Right? We're all going to have events. Right? You're going to have them. Right? Whether it's Christmas and you're out of money, that means Christmas without money is an event. Whether it's every 18 days, some people have 18-day meltdowns. Seriously, some people at the beginning of every program that they sign up for with me have a meltdown, and that's fine. I don't hold it against you. You shouldn't either. But it's just this thing. We've got these patterns in our life. It's historical until it becomes hysterical, and then you get to have a giggle about it. So it's like, yep, yeah, here we go, right? So you have an event or a crisis. You get to label it. How you label it will determine what it does. The procrastination pack. That's it, Alessandra. That's it exactly.
Alessandra.
Yep. So where I explore the identity-based manifesting is in the procrastination pack. That's a goodie, right? So anyway, thanks, Alessandra. Anyway, right. So I'm going to learn you all how to speak to women's. Number 2, in Triple D we talk about speed bumps because Neville Goddard says this will cushion the blows. Right? The whole thing about being bulletproof means that you can get a dent in your armor. Right? I used to wear a bulletproof vest, right? And the bulletproof vest had a trauma plate above my heart, basically a piece of steel about 6 by 8 inches. That way, if you get fucking shot there, if you get shot and you're wearing a bulletproof vest, it cracks things called ribs, right? The vest just slows down the bullet, right? What you don't want to do is get a cracked fucking sternum. That's just not fun. So they put a big piece of metal right there. It's really cool when people go to punch you, right?
Ow! And they hurt themselves.
Yeah, they go bang, and they scream at their fist. And it's like, while they're screaming at their fist, down they go. But in Triple D, we talk about speed bumps. And the thing about a speed bump is, when you hit a speed bump, you get to go, that's a speed bump. You keep driving the car.
Yeah.
You're going to hit speed bumps. So that's the cool thing. So you keep driving your car. You celebrate that you're going to McDonald's, the land of the Happy Meal, right? Meanwhile, remarkable. We talk about the producer. The producer's got a job to suggest a theme. A theme is always something like it's the feeling of, not the words of. Wouldn't it be wonderful? Wouldn't this be cool? Because when I hit a speed bump, here's what I do. I put up something, and it's like, oh, fuck me. It doesn't work out the way I want, right? Nobody fucking buys it. Something's wrong on the website. Fuck me, right? And I just sit with that little upset thing, would you call it the oh shit dance, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
Right, so the oh shit dance. And then I just go, rightio. Right, I move into something like what would be wonderful if this was totally, if I totally reworked this, if I refashioned this vessel, and an opening happens, and I get to notice what's my desire? Not to have a website that works, but to have a website that's goddamn really fucking functional, that people go to and they like and it works for them, right? And then that's when the magic starts. So when you notice you're not in your dwelling place, you step back through the door. That's the big key, right? The whole thing is about the state that you most commonly return to as your dwelling place. So you're out of your dwelling place. Jesslyn says, refashion the vessel. Exactly. So you step outside, you step back inside. You step outside into the rain, you step back in, and you towel off. That's the cool thing, because whenever you get, there are always going to be speed bumps. What freaks me out is you get these teachers out there, and they really are teaching. It's all rainbow-colored unicorn farts that smell like vanilla. And it's like, all right, I get it. And they tell you to make up an affirmation, recite it 7 times, listen to my trademarked brainwave recording music for 7 hours a day while you burn my trademarked incense and all that bullshit. And the second one thing doesn't go right, they have a meltdown. Write this down. I expect speed bumps. I expect meltdowns. Because when a meltdown or speed bump happens, I get to notice I am way bigger than that. You are way bigger than all of your desires, all of your fears, all of your dreams, all of your dreads, all of your distractions. You're the one that you're the one that has all of those, and you get to pick what ratios you get. But just remember, there's always going to be a fly in the pudding someplace.
That's I really love too for all the DDD is like when you come from that state, like I am bigger than that.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There's serotonin in that. Do you know what I mean?
It's all status.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys that are kicking around DDD, you've done it before, or you're just going to do it the first time, we're really going to nail status in some really cool ways. One of the things that people like Jesslyn or Coral that have done Triple D like more times than God, right? Imagine that, right? Yeah, you notice the course is different every time you do it. This time I've got some really cool shit that I'm working on with status. Can you tell? Right? Yeah, this whole thing, I had to release a recording on a new recording on the Attitude of Abdullah this year. I've got so much shit going on with status and 2 other things that are going to show up in this Triple D that it's going to blow your fucking socks off. So if you haven't joined, join. If not, this is a crass commercial. I love crass commercials.
Oh, thank you, Maymuna. think that's
Cool.
for your question. I saw you say thank you for thank you for your answer.
See,
you were saying
yeah,
thank you.
yeah. Aw, cool. Somebody's thankful for me.
Yes.
Yes, status. By the way, one of the ways if you want to play with status is give it. Right? This is basics. Right? We covered this triple D's ago, and we still are. But give people status. Show them appreciation. I swear to God, this whole thing, and you'll notice that weaves through this whole thing. A state is how you experience what you experience, or you're imagining health, and so on. I went to the, what do we call it, the doctors, right? Back when I was immigrating here. So I immigrated here, and I had to go through all the bullshit, and I go to the doctor, and the doctor says, you're going to be on blood pressure meds, and I said, sure. Right? They got that the word didn't matter. Right? They sensed there was some attitude there. And she said, okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take this machine home for 3 weeks, come back, and then we'll put you on meds. She wanted to prove to me that I was wrong. Right? I went in for my 20-minute appointment. She kept me for 2. Right? She tested me, I think...
20-minute appointment. She kept you for 2.
For 2 appointments. She kept me over. She made somebody else pissed off and late. Right? Because she just wanted to keep checking it. Right? Because it's like, yeah, you're testing normal. Can I go now? Because I'm going to get upset and I won't test normal. Right?
Yes.
Never settle. But was that I was in Candid Creation. That was a good one. All right. But the whole thing is, I tell you what I was imagining. It had nothing to do with the doctor. Of course, I imagine the doctor being, perfluxed, right? Because that's part of status, right? Because when you go to a doctor's office, and I love doctors, but the doctor tends to have more status than the patient, right? I tend to walk in, and if I got to be argumentative, I'll be argumentative. But my whole thing is like, I went to doc to get, you know what? There are ways and means beyond what you think, right? And here's the cool thing. Whenever you get there are ways and means, right? We've got some doctors that have done triple D, and I love that because you guys are out there changing the world with this stuff. Because you can help your patients get, you just might want to,
Try something different.
Try something different. Pills are fun. Surgery's fun. But I'm not a fan of either one of those kind of funs. Meanwhile, Victoria.
Meanwhile, that was our show. So tell us, what was your hashtag strawberry bit?
That's right.
And mine was how perfect that Neville quote
Fit all of
working
it.
for all of them.
All right.
So, yeah.
Let's give a shout out to Linda because Linda posted that up.
Oh, nice.
So it's cool because I was going to look up some stuff like that because when I saw the theme that was emerging, I thought, oh, this is good.
So she posted that up in the
Law of Attraction.
The questions.
Yeah, the LOA
post.
by Neville Goddard group.
But did she post it against the people that were asked, that were giving you questions? No, she just posted it.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
That's what Linda does,
Linda.
my bidding.
Yep.
That's
Cool.
right.
So that was my hashtag strawberry bit. What about you?
I honestly don't know. I'm happy to be doing the show. I think that's what it comes down to. I've had a pretty busy week doing, the seminar that I was on this week. But I'm really grateful to hang out and connect with my people here. So it was interesting. I spent half the week connecting with marketers. Oh, there he goes. Honest to God, I believe in a couple things. Number one, I believe in marketing because good marketing gets good shit in the hands of good people, right? I swear to God, I see so much good shit. Mike King, love you, buddy. I see so many people with good shit that goes nowhere because it's not marketed well. So I am such a massive believer in marketing because marketing helps people change. Done with love, it helps people change in lovely ways. Number two, so I love when I get to hang out with marketers. I got to hang out with marketers for 3 days. Number two, I get to hang out with you guys now. You guys are my tribe, right? And this means heaps to me. So, and Crass Commercial, DreamDrivenDay.com. All right.
So that was all your strawberry bits.
That was all my strawberry bits.
Okay, so while you finish typing in your hashtag strawberry bits, go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
That's right. Go there, do that. Lots of comments. Love you guys.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Lisa and LaRock, thank me for the show. Thanks for being. You know, it's funny, just weird. I didn't see any comments from you earlier, and I usually do, but I don't know if you put them up or if I just missed them. But I just imagine like, where's Lisa just a second ago, and just experienced that. Like, wow, yeah, and there you are. So cool.
Well, yeah, what did you say to Joe? Like,
To Joe.
glad I didn't see you, but or something.
Yeah,
Or had a great time without you.
Had a great time without you, but I'm glad to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lisa.
Hey, let me know if anybody wants me to do like a course, 2020's course on how to talk to women's. Right? Yeah, how to talk to women's.
I can't remember. So, and for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitwillfun.com.
That's the rightness.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Thanks for showing up. We really appreciate that. And you. And Sizzle, I'll catch Anthony's questions. I saw you put up a really big comment earlier, Sizzle. I can't wait to go read that. So, coolie. Do a call just on status. Sooner or later I will, because we're only doing Triple D 3 times this year. That's what I have scheduled in. I doubt if I'll change that. And we've got some real cool shit on status weaving through for this one. So there's a hint for you. All right. If you want to. You don't have to. You know, like some people buy the course once, don't even do it. And like, right.
Well, they buy it 3 times and don't do it any of those times.
Yes, and some people just dive in. The cool thing is you get to dive into the best of your ability anytime, which is just really, really cool. So, yeah, that's what I got.
Cool.
All right. Have a lovely day, everyone.
Yeah, see yous.